Alrighty, welcome back everyone, I'm Blaze here. Today's video is the Bard class preview for the Planes of Power expansion coming out on EverQuest Mangler in February 2020. Let's get into it. I'm really excited for this one. I think at face value, Planes of Power expansion is probably the single best expansion that ever occurs for Bards. They get improvements in so many different facets, and almost all their core facets, that it's revolutionary, really revolutionary. There's really only other expansion I think is comparable is Kunar, to be honest, with the epic and some of the new songs, but let's get into it. So the table of contents, we're going to be going over gear, alternate advancements, and the new songs and spells. So first of all, in terms of gear, the best gear from my understanding comes from the Elemental Armor quest line. So I was looking at this. You essentially seem to get these reagents off of raid mobs, raid targets, and then you buy this emblem for your class for a certain money piece or whatever, turn it into an NPC or combine it in a box, and you get these armor sets. So these things look incredible. This Rizlona's armor set looks incredible. And what's nice is, for the first time ever, Bards actually can get instrument mods on their gear. That's the first time ever that occurs. Yeah, these are huge replacements for my armor, absolutely. And I want to mention one caveat too before I get too far gone. I've not really played Planes of Power with adequate knowledge, so some of the information in this could be wrong or obsolete. This is the best I've been able to gather from people telling me and from a bit of research, so there might be some inerrancies, but hopefully this is mostly correct. Let's talk about instruments. For the first time ever, Bards get a replacement for all instruments. Well, not the first time ever, but in a long time, in a very long time. So they can nearly get to cap for mine, or if not cap, they can hit cap in this expansion with the 3.4 mod on all the major instruments. These are rare though, the 3.4 mods are rare. But there's also weapons that have better mods than the instruments I have at this current point in time, such as like the Edge of Eternity, and boy do these have some nice procs on them too. There's some really nice procs on some of these weapons. So the current weapons that I have at this point in time, the Epic, it gets replaced in Planes of Power, which is really nice. I think, yeah, these are the percussion. Let's look at brass. See, yeah, that's a 3.4 mod, and then the BP is also a brass mod, as well as Eye of Dreams is something you definitely want to get. I think it's a critical, I think it's a permanent unlock to boost mana. Let's look at Singing, Songblade of the Eternal. Yeah, this thing is nice. This thing is absolute, wow, 50 attack bonus, 50 strength bonus, and it's probably a V2 haste, 60%. That's definitely better than what the Epic is. And what about strings? Lute of the Flowing Waters. This is really, wow. That's an instacast. That's an instacast. And what is Wind of Mar? Wind of Mar is, okay, it's not a PB AoE, it's just group only, but still, that's incredible. That's an instacast HP mana song. And then I think, what's this? Rune Stamp Blade. That's a weapon that actually procs a rune for 230 damage. Well, mobs hit pretty hard, but still, that's really nice. Now, what else did I want to go over? I wanted to go over there's two illusions. There's an Earth Elemental illusion that comes off of a drop in Plane of Earth, I believe, but it's a rather rare drop. I honestly don't want to go through the effort of doing it, but I might do the effort of going for the Wood Elf illusion, which is called the Crown of Deceit. It involves some various different quest items, but it lets you, yeah, Wood Elf illusion. I could essentially look like all major races that a Bard could actually be in this expansion, so that would be really nice. And let's go into the next aspect. Let's go actually over spells first. Almost all of the major spell lines get replaced or boosted. So let's get into it. So you have a replacement, you have a new poison and disease-based dot lines for the mobs that resist the cold and fire that you previously have, but those also get replaced too. You get a new lull, which lets you go up to 65. The old lull becomes obsolete. You get 3 new mezzes, up to 62, 65, and 68. You can actually mez above your level, which is great. You get a new dispel, which does double dispel as opposed to the previous. You get a new AoE slow dot that does 45% slow as opposed to like the 20% previous. There's a new it's not a V2 haste, it's a V3 haste. It goes just as good as the War Song of the Vashir, but it has an extra bonus, Rizlona's Call of Flame. I hope to God this is in Planes of Power. Some people are saying this is an Eldon. But this is a game-changing ability. Increases spell damage. I believe it's direct damage spell, so it wouldn't help dots, but 1 to 15%. That makes it for the first time ever bards can actually make spellcasters dramatically better. That can actually improve spellcaster DPS, where the only thing a bard can really do at this point is like Cassandra's Elegy and HP Mana Song. It's kind of it. Bards also get a new damage shield song that replaces all the psalms that they previously have. It encompasses it all, actually. Let me look at it. Psalm of Vishan has all resist trapped into one. And it looks like amplification can boost this, and it's the damage shield component on top of it. And they also get a new haste song, goes up to 60%, so they can cap. Bards can single-handedly cap haste with just their songs now. They don't have to actually use equipped weapons anymore. And the damage shield component on that. Bards also get a new single target slow that replaces Inkslich's Assonance and Kunark. And it's incredible. I think, yeah, Requiem of Time. I'm not sure what the end cap is in Planes of Power, but I think it's at least 50%. You mod this slow percentage by having a brass instrument out, but boy, a 50% slow as a bard. That's really, really nice. And it doesn't do a dot, so it won't break Mez like Inkslich's Assonance does. Bards also get a new charm. Finally! I mean, geez Louise. I've been using the same charm since Classic. It's been 25 levels since the Bard's gotten a new charm, so let's go up to 57 as opposed to 51, the previous cap. They get a replacement for Occlusion of Sound called Harmony of Sound. That's a elemental debuff. Yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of it for all the songs, but boy, do they get some really nice stuff in this expansion. They get a replacement for all their major songlines. And now let's go to the alternate advancements. So this expansion is game-changing for bards. This expansion essentially makes it so that bards are not only just the best group pullers, but they replace monks as becoming the best raid pullers in their abilities. And that is due to Fading Memories. Fading Memories got changed recently in a patch. It doesn't cost 900 mana for the first rank. It now costs just 12% of your total mana pool. So initially, this is actually better. You can get more casts of Fading Memories off. But as mana caps boost, it becomes worse than a 900, because Fading Memories doesn't get a second and third rank. I think the second rank's like 8 or 9 expansions after the first rank, where it goes down to 6%. That's a long time. So that there's eventually later on it becomes that 12% cost becomes worse than 900 flat, but right now it's great. Boastful Bellow, which is a way to pull, it uses endurance. But what's great about this is it's an instant cast that doesn't break melody. You can actually pull for the first time ever without breaking melody. Reaching Notes gets boosted so you can have a longer range on all your AoE buffs. I think 50 to somewhere around 50%, and I think a little bit higher, but that's really nice because man, Lycius has a small range. Fleet of Foot is a great one. Fleet of Foot is a cap boost on how much Silos can push you. Right now, with the max speed mounts, they go fast, just as fast as Bard speed, which is just a load of crap. You should not be able to get a mount that goes as fast as Bard speed. But with this, Fleet of Foot AA, it rectifies that issue. So Bards become again the fastest class in the game. No one can compete. Planar Power, which boosts, I think, their 255 stat cap, and then Sonic Disturbance, which lets a Bard push NPC. So they can actually use this to great effect with Fading Memories, and they can push a mob out of a pack, lull it, Fading Memories out, all that. It's a really great ability. And there's some other miscellaneous stuff that Bards get here, such as boost to their defensive abilities. That's really all I wanted to go over for this particular video. I am really excited for this expansion. Let me look up when it actually drops. It drops on the 12th of February. So the 12th of February is when the Plains of Power expansion drops. I'm really excited for it. It's going to be a great one for Bards. So thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.